Presented by Best Buy Metals. Making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best makes the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next. Presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Dozens of Israelis are injured in missile strikes from Iran. The Soroka Hospital in Beersheba, the main hospital in southern Israel, takes a direct hit.
Hospital officials said the patients were removed from their beds. They were put in shelters, and they said they actually had word to clear the main building that was hit.
Fox's Greg Palcott. Israel's military says it's hit a key nuclear site in Iran. The State Department is unsuspending applications for foreign student visas with more social media screening now.
That means visa applicants will have to make their social media accounts public. The Trump administration wants diplomats to review posts for signs of hostility towards the U.S., support for terrorism, or anti-Semitic content.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. The application process was suspended last month. Hurricane Eric is a major Category 4 storm ahead of landfall on Mexico's southern Pacific coast this morning. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
Southern Heritage Bank has always been committed to community and kids. One vital part of that commitment is to provide financial literacy, equipping you with the knowledge to help make good financial plans and decisions. Teach the kids in your life about the importance of saving money by being a summer saver. Invest in their future by opening a first-time savings account or making a deposit today, and they will earn a certificate for learning to manage money. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC. First-time savings account available for ages 17 and under. Minimum opening deposit $50.
All right, good morning and welcome in at 7:05. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, and you are listening or watching Mix Mornings, which is presented by Bradley Medical Center. Local and state news on this Thursday morning, the 19th day of June, 7:05. A motorcyclist was killed in Athens early Wednesday morning. Police are searching for the driver who fled the scene. The crash happened about 5 o'clock on Wednesday morning at Red Fern Road and Congress Parkway in Athens. WTVC television reports investigators say a dark-colored SUV struck the motorcycle and then drove off northbound. Police are asking local businesses to review surveillance footage, and anyone with information should call police.
From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, here's your news for Thursday, June 19th. On Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. From WTVC, a motorcyclist was killed in Athens early Wednesday morning, and police are searching for the driver who fled the scene. The crash happened around 5 a.m. at Red Fern Road and Congress Parkway. Investigators say a dark-colored SUV struck the motorcycle and then drove off northbound. Police are asking local businesses to review surveillance footage and anyone with information to call Athens Police at 423-744-2730. From our news partners at Local 3, the U.S. Supreme Court has upheld Tennessee's ban on gender-altering care for transgender minors in a 6-3 ruling. The law bans hormone therapy, puberty blockers, and gender-affirming surgeries for minors. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion, saying it does not violate the Equal Protection Clause. Justice Sotomayor dissented, calling the decision, quote, irrevocable damage to the Constitution and the rights of transgender youth. The ruling could lead to similar laws being upheld across the country. Cleveland City Schools has announced that Dr. Alicia Kars is returning to Arnold Memorial Elementary as an assistant principal. Dr. Kars previously served in this role from 2016 2017 to 2022 and brings over 15 years of educational experience. She has held multiple positions in Cleveland City Schools, including science teacher at Cleveland High School and well-being specialist for the district. Most recently, she worked as a special education consultant for the Tennessee Department of Education. Cleveland High School announced yesterday that Howard Pride has been named the new head coach for the Blue Raiders boys basketball team. Coach Pride, a Huntsville native and former Vanderbilt University player, brings over 18 years of experience. He has coached at both high school and collegiate levels, including Tennessee State, Howard, Belmont, and UAB. He most recently led the East Hamilton High School team. Tennessee's unemployment rate held steady last month at 3.5%, according to new reports out from the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development. The rate is lower than the national rate of 4.2%. Over the past year, the state added nearly 17,000 non-farm jobs, mainly in leisure and hospitality, government, and health services. However, between April and May, employment dropped by about 1,800 jobs. Tennessee will release the May 2025 unemployment data for all 95 counties on Thursday, June 26th. From our news partners at Local 3, both directions of Interstate 40 near the Tennessee-North Carolina border remained closed after flooding and a rock slide in Cocke County. The closure is near mile marker 450. Crews have cleared all previously stuck traffic and are now assessing the road stability. Drivers are urged to avoid the area and to find an alternate route. For more on local and state news, visit mymix1041.com, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and download our app that sends you instant notifications when news breaks. For Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
Mix 1041, thank you, Emily. Good morning and welcome in. Mix 1041. MixTV.tv, and look who's here, actually on time this morning.
Wait a minute, I was early.
And beat me this morning, actually, as Sandra's here in for Bridget. I actually talked to Bridget yesterday, so she went to the beach. It took her what should be 7, 8 hours, 11 hours.
Why?
I don't know. She had all kinds of excuses, but
oh my goodness.
But I laughed the whole time. All right, let's get a check of the streets here. It's a Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update right here.
All right, from the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway where they say yes. And currently, there are no incidents to report in the area. And as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstates also look clear. Yay. But if you see anything happening, give us a call or text us at 423-614-6499 and join the Mix Highway Patrol.
And it is at Don Ledford. It is Trade Up Month there at Don Ledford Automotive Center, where it's a June Trade Up event is on now. Tremendous discounts, factory rebates on all Chevrolet, GMC trucks and SUVs, plus great deals on Don Ledford Pre-Owned. Don Ledford Automotive Center, North Lee Highway, donledford.com. where they say yes. All right, it's the Hardee's Wake Up. Good morning, and as we told you a couple of days ago, Hardee's has debuted some brand new items for the next couple of months at Hardee's. Here's one of them. Hardee's new Hardee's new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is packed with smoky backyard barbecue flavor to keep you happy all summer long. Featuring slow smoked pulled barbecue, crispy onions, American cheese, pickles, and sweet baby Ray's sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Visit Hardee's today to try the goodness for yourself. 12 minutes after 7.
The difference between an average morning and a Hardee's morning is hearty goodness that lasts till lunchtime, like our smoked sausage biscuit and Frisco breakfast sandwich. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it would give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawlspace Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 150 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 3.9% for up to 72 months. Get employee pricing plus on a new Ram 1500. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownchrysler.jeep.com.
And now in Dayton. All right.
Tennessee Valley
But I had me one yesterday.
How was it?
It was fabulous.
What do you favor there?
Oh, an iced caramelicious with extra ice and an extra shot. That's what I get.
Sure you do. An extra shot. That was
I am ready to go all day. Yes.
Right? Okay.
That's
good.
at Scooters.
Scooters. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go inside the Murmaid Mattress Weather Center. And guess who's coming in next hour? The Roger Pickett and Kristen Davis will be here in about an hour.
That's why they left me a message wanting me to sing with them today.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Get everything you need for your best night's sleep for only $999. This includes a premium Murmaid mattress, adjustable base, mattress protector, sheets, and 2 pillows. But hurry, this deal's only at Murmaid Mattress.
Xander just said, what are we doing?
I was like, I wasn't paying attention.
Very nice.
I was worried about singing.
Well, I know.
All right. Today we have thunderstorms are expected this morning with scattered storms continuing into the afternoon. The primary window for severe weather is between 8 and 3 p.m. Rainfall totals are expected to range from 1 to 2 inches and high near 82 degrees today. Tonight, look for partly to mostly cloudy skies this evening with scattered thunderstorms with a low of around 66. That's going to be cool. Tomorrow, right on cue for the start of summer, we'll kick off a dry weekend with hot temperatures. Expect a high of 88 degrees tomorrow with temperatures climbing into the upper 90s over the weekend. It's going to be hot, guys. Your current Milligan Vein temperature stands at 69 degrees. Learn more at milliganvein.com. And as we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we currently have strong thunderstorms moving into the Tennessee Valley. I did hear thunder.
Okay, well, and
Just FYI.
Hey, Fruit Loops, how about that?
It's nice and colorful this morning. Looks like you colored it.
Yeah, not in the lines either. Oh, it's right on top of us. It's heading into Hamilton County, looks like.
It is. There's going to be a lot of rain coming through today.
Looks like it. All right, we'll come right back with more in a moment. Mix 1041.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street, near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Visit Cleveland Ford for below Ford factory employee pricing, no payments for 90 days, and a Weber grill with purchase. Save big on a 2024 F-150. Get a great deal on a new Escape, Explorer, or Bronco Sport. Shop ClevelandFord.com or visit us and ask for Crazy Craig.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Your time matters, and at Direct Primary Care Associates, we know that. Listen to Shawn as she explains how we've helped her.
Being a working mom.
Good morning and welcome in 721. Hey, we got a busy morning ahead here. Coming up, when I have some of my, Fruit, do we have, we're going to use my conversation with Coach Pride, or he was on the drive on ESPN yesterday. What do we have?
You can use either one. I'll bring you the soundbite that was from the drive here in just
Let's do the drive. Yeah, they're much better. And so Cleveland High School has a new head boys basketball coach. His name is Howard Pride. He was at East Hamilton last year, but before that at Stewart's Creek, played at Vanderbilt, and was actually a minor league baseball player. So a fascinating guy. I got to meet him yesterday, and but he also called in to Andy Morris and Jim Gum on the drive yesterday. They had a big show yesterday. But here, we're going to have more on that at the bottom of the hour. Also, Senator Adam Lowe is going to join us to talk about the Supreme Court ruling about, in Tennessee, the transgender care bill. Not bill, but ruling. Senator Lowe joined Attorney General Scarmetti in that, and he's going to call in here in a little while. Also, So we report, Xandra, of course, I'm joined by Xandra this morning. Xandra, we reported the fire in Calhoun the other day. Happened Monday night about 10 o'clock. Been a lot of new detail come forward, especially to me personally, yesterday. So what that was, that building in Calhoun over there near the old Bowater, which of course is now Resolute Forest Products, that was, well, at one time it was the Bowater Credit Union, no longer. It was a warehouse. And there's an organization, there's a group of guys called the Bowater Longfellows. These are retirees, but they did and they do so much good, excuse me, for over 70 years for children in that area, in Riceville, in Rogersville, in Calhoun, and in Charleston. And I got to talk with a man named Paul Woodward yesterday, Mike Christian from the Bowater Credit Union, finally did something nice. We've been waiting a long time on him to do something good. Anyway, he called me about it and then put me in touch with Paul Woodward. Well, Paul he runs the Goodfellows. They lost everything. That's where they had stored over 200 coats, toys. They do toys every year. They'd already had saved some toys. They do food baskets at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's what was in there.
Oh, my goodness.
And so we're going to have Paul in this morning, but you know what? You know where I'm going if you've been listening at all. You know, we're going to help him. And we're going to I'm going to give this audience the opportunity this morning. I'm not. I mean, you're going to hear about it about 8 o'clock. But anyway, it's a fascinating situation, terrible situation.
Oh, my goodness. That is terrible.
And they had to bulldoze the building after the fire. You know, that was the fire where they had 15 agencies.
Yes, that's a big fire.
There. It's a big fire, and thank God it was vacant as far as people, no injuries, anything like that. But they lost as a Bowater Goodfellows. To be really honest with you, I'd never heard of it. But over 70 years, these are retirees from Bowater, and they have been doing some wonderful work, and they lost everything.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to help them. I guarantee you we're going to help them.
Yes.
I know these dear people are going to help them. Hey, Xandra, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's up?
All right. I need my music.
Oh, well, let me find you some music.
Find us some music. But should I just proceed?
Well, let me find it. Hang on. We got an instrumental. Oh, okay, let's go.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday today to Selby Dover, and she is 16 years old. And this is from Martha and Freddie. And Amy Smith is also celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to both of you. We know there's more out there, though.
Well, I went to, I've known Amy since I was 4 years old. She attended my 4th birthday party. Her grandparents were neighbors of my grandparents on Henderson Avenue. But anyway, Amy, thank God, is older than me. I've still got a couple weeks.
But she attended your 4th birthday party.
We've been
you
together
remember that,
since,
right?
I really do. We've been together since preschool.
I love it.
Family Life Center. So she married Wes Smith, and she lost several bets in order to do that. So
oh my goodness.
I can't imagine. Had mercy on him anyway.
Well, happy birthday to you, Amy, and you, Selby. If you have any birthdays or anniversaries in to us, submit your birthdays. Submit these to us at the Simmons Bank Celebration List online at mymix1041.com, or you can text us at 423-614-6499.
Let's get a news update right here. The Logan Thompson Law News Desk. A motorcyclist was killed in Athens early Wednesday morning. Police are searching for the driver. The driver fled the scene. More on that at the top of the hour. The United States Supreme Court upheld Tennessee's ban on gender-altering care for transgender minors in a 6-3 ruling. And like I said a minute ago, we're going to be joined by Senator Adam Lowe, going to call us about that. Cleveland City Schools announced Dr. Alicia Cars is returning to Arnold Elementary as assistant principal effective July 1. And Cleveland High School announced a new head boys basketball coach. He is Howard Pride. We interviewed Howard yesterday on The Drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. We're going to have a clip of that all coming up. 7:27.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Roadhog!
Hey, Fruit Loops
Right
shouldn't
now,
have any
here
traffic.
I do. We don't have any traffic.
Oh, no traffic.
From the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. And currently, there are no incidents to report in the area. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate also looks good for those of you heading to Chattanooga. That's good to hear. If you see anything happening, report it by calling or texting us at 614-6499.
All right, stand by. We got a lot more to come here. Sports at the bottom of the hour here in a few minutes. 7:28. Let's say good morning to John Davis, Kia of Cleveland.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
You get an email and it looks urgent. Your account's been locked. There's a problem with your delivery. And it looks real, but be careful because it could be a phishing scam. Phishing emails are designed to trick you into clicking bad links or sharing personal information. Here's how to spot one. Check the sender's email address closely. Scammers often use lookalikes. Watch for poor grammar, strange formatting, and suspicious links. If you hover over a link and it doesn't match the company's real website, don't click. And remember, real companies will never ask for passwords or social security numbers over email. When in doubt, contact the company directly using the information on their official site. Stay safe, stay secure. This is your Tech Minute brought to you by Cleveland Utilities.
This Tech Minute brought to you by Cleveland Utilities. For more information, call 423-472-4521 or visit them online at clevelandutilities.com and check out their new fiber internet options with speeds up to 2.5 gigs. Cleveland Utilities, empowering your tomorrow with blazing fast internet.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
This heat, I swear.
Well, it's not so much the heat, it's the humidity.
Right on time with your classic dadism.
You know what else is right on time? The Tempur-Pedic Breeze sale at Murmaid. You can sleep up to 10 degrees cooler. Plus, you can get them for $19 a month right now with free delivery, setup, and no interest financing.
Well, you always were the cool dad. This just confirms it.
Aw, thanks. It's the summer of cooler and better sleep at Murmaid Mattress.
Your sleep, locally handmade, hand-delivered.
This grandchild, it's comfort that runs deep. Try it today at Murmaid Mattress.
All right, today we have thunderstorms expected this morning with scattered storms continuing into the afternoon. The primary window for severe weather is between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. today. Rainfall totals are expected to range from 1 to 2 inches. We have a high of near 82 degrees. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies this evening with scattered thunderstorms, a low around 66. Then tomorrow, right on cue for the start of summer, we'll kick off a dry weekend with hot temperatures. Expect a high of 88 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be hot, with temperatures climbing into the upper 90s over the weekend. Your current Milligan Vane temperature stands at 69 degrees. Learn more at milliganvane.com. As we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we currently have strong thunderstorms moving into the Tennessee Valley. And this is Doppler Debbie reporting live.
All right. Thank you, Doppler. It is 7:32, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness. A sports report is sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Springtime at the Town Squire. Dress shirts, business casual with Wilkes and Riley, David Donahue, Forsyth, and great selection, great prices, plus shoes, a great selection. Florsham, Johnson & Murphy, SAS, PWR, and Johnny O. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, courtesy of ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And all right, we have a new head boys basketball coach at Cleveland High School. He is Coach Howard Pride. Coach Pride played at Vanderbilt. He went on to, was originally from Huntsville, Alabama, one of 10 children. He went on to coach at Stewart's Creek in Middle Tennessee, coached last year at East Hamilton High School, and now he was introduced yesterday as the new head boys basketball coach at Cleveland. I went over and met with Coach Pride yesterday at the Raider Arena. He met with his team, and then yesterday afternoon, he called our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3, called in to the drive presented by Hardee's. And here is a part of that conversation with Jim Gum and Andy Morris.
Coach, what attracted you to Cleveland and Cleveland High School?
Cleveland High School is one of the blue blood high school jobs in the state of Tennessee. Tremendous resources, the facility. If anybody's ever been in that arena, it's second to none.
Yep.
And just the leadership and the commitment. You look at volleyball, the wrestling, the football, baseball. Coach Bianca Hensley and I worked side by side at Stewart's Creek. When you think about making a commitment and wanting to work somewhere where athletics doesn't take a backseat to anything, Cleveland High School definitely comes to mind.
All right, Coach Howard Pride, the new head boys basketball coach at Cleveland High School. Braves did it again. My goodness, they beat the Mets again. Mets, one of the best teams in the National League, and Braves shut them out again, beat them again. Shut them out last night, 5-0. They'll play a third and final game of this series, 7:15 first pitch here on Mix 104.1. Also, you can hear pregame, the game, and postgame on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Pre- and postgame coverage presented by Cleveland Plywood Company, where they are more than just plywood. Game 6 NBA Finals tonight. Well, I tell you, the Thunder could win their first NBA championship ever. Their franchise history. Thunder at Pacers. Thunder lead 3-2, 8:30 tonight, ABC Television and ESPN Cleveland, 101.3 FM. College World Series, Coastal Carolina in the semifinals in Omaha defeated Louisville 11-3. LSU defeated Arkansas in a wild one last night, 6-5. And now we are set. The College World Series Championship Finals, best of 3, starts Saturday with LSU and Coastal Carolina. That is starting Saturday. And one of the legendary ownership families in sports, the Buss family. They've owned the Los Angeles Lakers since 1979, when Jerry Buss bought the Lakers from Jack Kent Cooke, who used to own the Washington Redskins. Anyway, the Buss family selling the Lakers, owned them since 79. They're selling to Mark Walter. Walter is already a minority owner of the Lakers. He also is the owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Magic Johnson going to feel at home. Magic's a part owner of the Dodgers. But anyway, so the Lakers are selling. By the way, the team, Zandra, the Los Angeles Lakers are valued at $10 billion.
Oh, wow.
$10 billion. And back in 79, Jerry Buss bought the Lakers for $67 million. Which is, pocket change to you.
Yeah,
but,
a little bit,
anyway.
maybe a little bit of money.
We're going to take a break here. Back with more in a moment.
From the job site to the showroom.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer free meal prep, including over 30 different marinades and seasonings to help you craft the perfect dinner. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at cleaning.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's all-new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16-hour slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's Pulled Pork Frisco Burger.
My name is Mark Road Truck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Visit Cleveland Ford for below Ford factory employee pricing, no payments for 90 days, and a Weber grill with purchase. Save big on a 2024 F-150. Get a great deal on a new Escape, Explorer, or Bronco Sport. Shop ClevelandFord.com or visit us and ask for Crazy Craig.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
So what did you name her? Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but we'll do it together. All right. Good job, Sophia.
Sophia. I'm here if you need me.
Make sure you hold the baby's head when you give the baby to the mother.
What did you name him?
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's all-new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16-hour slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's pulled pork Frisco burger.
I'm Bruno. Good morning. Mixed Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center. And we've got a busy morning ahead here, but going to hear from Senator Adam Lowe here in just a few moments. So looking forward to that. Also, we have Paul Woodward with the Bowater Longfellows coming up around 8 o'clock. Tell you about that situation where that fire happened at the former, basically the former Bowater Employees Credit Union there near Bowater. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. But first, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
I need my music.
Oh, yeah, well, sorry, it's dry right now. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday today to Selby Dover. She's 16 years old, and this is from Martha and Freddie. And Amy Smith is also celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. If you want to submit any birthdays or anniversaries to us, just give us a call at 614-6499. Or you can go online at mymix1041.com, or you can text us at the same 423-614-6499. And this is the Simmons Bank celebration list. The more I talk, the worse it's getting.
That's very true.
Take a deep breath.
Maybe you should take a hint. Cleveland Tire Center is celebrating their 49th anniversary with a big blowout. And they are having gifts and prizes every single day, Monday through Saturday, through July 3rd. Today at Cleveland Tire Center, $69.95 on a front-end alignment. That's a great price, $69.95. Get your front end aligned. Go look at somebody and say, you need to get your front end aligned. And not to mention your back end, baby. Cleveland Tire Center, 49th anniversary blowout. Today, hey, tomorrow at Cleveland Tire, they're going to do $49 off on any brake service. And don't forget and register for the $200 gift card that Andy's giving away this coming Saturday at Cleveland Tire Center, the 49th anniversary blowout. Plus, they have instant rebates on Bridgestone, Firestone, mail-in rebates on Firestone. 49 years of Cleveland Tire Center. All right, it is 7:45, a Logan Thompson Law News Update. But also going to be joining here in a second with State Senator Adam Lowe. Yesterday, the United States Supreme Court upheld Tennessee's ban on gender-altering care for transgender minors in a 6-3 ruling. And I'm going to bring in right here Senator Adam Lowe. Senator, good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
What's just give me your instant reaction to what the Supreme Court ruled yesterday.
Well, we anticipated the decision would come back this way. In December, when they made oral arguments, I had the privilege of being up in D.C. and speaking on the steps. And when you go to listen to the Supreme Court cases, because they don't allow cameras in the chambers, you have to actually listen to the audio. You had a chance to listen to what the justices had inquired about, where their brains were, and it really seemed like they were going to favor Tennessee in this ruling. And it's an important milestone for a couple of reasons. Number one, it affirms mostly Tennessee's right to regulate medical care, which, it gets hijacked and everybody wants to get into the emotional issues around LGBTQ rights, but this really was about the state's rights. It was about the ability of a state to regulate what we would consider appropriate paths of wellness in the state of Tennessee. And so in passing a ban for minors, now mind you, this is just for youth, in preventing life-altering surgeries and the use of hormones and puberty blockers in the state of Tennessee, our Attorney General argued fundamentally that that was something Tennessee was allowed to do, that we regulate medicine, we license medical professionals, we work in the state of Tennessee to manage how medicine's delivered in the state, and we manage paths of wellness. And ultimately, that's what the Supreme Court ruled, is the ability of our state to do that. And we're the first in the nation to really take a position on the transgenderism issue. And so we hope we'll see other states will follow. But I think it's important for the public to know no transgender care was not banned yesterday nationwide. It's not banned in Tennessee. If you're an adult, you can do what you want to do. But if you are a child, we do not allow the established transgender movement to kind of prey upon you for medical care and for other things like that. And other states will have to take action to see similar results, but now they've got a Supreme Court ruling to back that up.
We're joined by State Senator Adam Lowe, and have you spoken at all with Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti? I know that his office put out a press release, obviously, yesterday, and I believe he's on national media this morning. Well, he's on cloud nine, and he'll be on the circuit for about the next 30 days and quite busy. But obviously, this is a big deal for him, for anybody to argue before the Supreme Court and to win. And this case was billed in a national spotlight, more so to the other side. The opposing counsel, Chase Strangio, was the first transgender attorney to ever argue before the Supreme Court. And that consumed all of the media attention. So now that this case has actually gone the direction of Tennessee, it's an opportunity for our Attorney General to really talk about the merits of the case and what it means for states. I expect that he'll catch he'll catch the heavy-handedness of all of the lobbying and the movement, but he's pretty good at sticking to the legal facts here. This, again, was a case about whether or not Tennessee appropriately moved to regulate medicine in the state. And I expect if you watch him on the circuit, he'll talk mostly about that. He won't get too far down in the weeds on the opinions of the legislature and the other appropriate paths of wellness. But I will say the Supreme Court justices had a lot of questions for opposing counsel with regards to what really constituted wellness. Do these treatments, in Tennessee's decision to regulate these treatments, was there any significant evidence that would cause them to create a higher scrutiny, a heightened scrutiny for the federal government to get involved and to essentially usurp states' rights? And in the 6-3 ruling, of course, they said it does not. It is not settled science. We're seeing the National Institute of Health recently conducted a review of 23 of the most prominent studies around long-term effects of transgender care on mental health, and it found that most of the studies were plagued with false positives, and only when they addressed comorbid mental health issues like bipolar disorder, depression, and things like that did they see any impact on mental health, which is exactly what you see in non-trans populations. So even this week, you saw the Trump administration remove specific transgender options from the National Suicide Hotline. And the reason is that there is no specialized mental health treatment for people contending with that. It seems that issue is comorbid with other factors, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder. And so that came up in the oral arguments and in the questions from the justices. So I think that probably was in their mind. Senator Adam Lowe, Senator, I appreciate you calling this morning and talking about this. Well, I appreciate it. It's an honor to serve the state of Tennessee, and these are the reasons you send us to Nashville, is to make decisions like this. This was one of the first votes I took when I was elected to go to Nashville and serve in the Senate. And you talk about the protest and pressure, it was there, but we're doing what's right for the youth in the state of Tennessee.
I made a promise when I ran. I'm going to protect our families. I'm going to protect our kids. And Tennessee's doing just that. And it's good to hear Zandra's voice this morning.
Sandra, you want to say hi to Senator Lowe?
Hi, Adam. I was just thinking the same thing about you, but Steve never lets me talk.
Whoever let you talk? That's ridiculous.
Listen, we appreciate everything that you're doing in Nashville. We really, really, really do. Thank you.
Listen, Zandra's doing big work in Nashville, too. ATS The Bridge, huge part of helping us understand how to navigate this whole new environment of hemp-derived THC and its impact on our kids. So thank you, Zandra, for all you do in that arena.
Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Listen, Steve's over here. He's holding his head.
All of a sudden we walked into some miserable love fest. I'm going to have to go.
Steve, everybody has their place in the body of Christ, Steve. Just because you're the heel doesn't mean you're less important than anyone else.
I thought you were going to say something else, but anyway.
That was good.
Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.
Y'all have a good morning.
Thanks, Adam. See ya.
I thought he was going to talk about something else. I didn't know. I'm honored to be the heel. That's fine.
He was being very nice.
He's being very political, of course. It is.
No, he's just Adam.
Right. It's 6 before the hour. Let's take a quick break here. Traffic in about 10 seconds.
This news update is brought to you by Amy D. Campbell, attorney at law.
Hey everybody, it's Amy Campbell. I've been practicing law for 23 years. If you need me, give me a call. It's 829-1429. You can check out my website, amydcampbell.com.
Roadhog! All right, let's get a check of the streets. What's happening?
All right.
All right.
Here we go. From the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. Currently, there are no incidents to report in the area. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstates also look fabulous. If you see something happening, report it by calling or texting us at 423-614-6499 and join the Mixed Highway Patrol.
All right, we've got more to come. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Visit Cleveland Ford for below Ford factory employee pricing, no payments for 90 days, and a Weber grill with purchase. Save big on a 2024 F-150. Get a great deal on a new Escape, Explorer, or Bronco Sport. Shop ClevelandFord.com or visit us and ask for Crazy Craig.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Dad, I just can't decide which Skechers mattress I like best because they're all great.
Well, you know what they say, if the mattress fits.
Isn't it if the shoe fits?
Oh, I think Skechers does have shoes.
Right now, when you purchase an all-new Skechers mattress, save up to $500 and get a free pair of Skechers shoes.
But you only find Skechers mattresses at Murmaid.
Your sleep locally handmade, hand-delivered.
Mattress Weather Center.
Now at Murmaid Mattress, try the all-new Skechers mattresses, made with the same comfort technology as your favorite shoes. Cool, cushioned, and supportive. For a limited time, get up to $500 of select Skechers mattresses. Designed for comfort, built by Murmaid.
Weather.
All right. Today, thunderstorms are expected this morning with scattered storms continuing into the afternoon. The primary window for severe weather is between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Rainfall totals are expected to range from 1 to 2 inches, and the high is going to be near 82 degrees. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered thunderstorms with a low around 66 degrees. Then right on cue for the start of summer, tomorrow we'll kick off a dry weekend with hot temperatures. Expect a high of 88 degrees tomorrow with temperatures climbing into the upper 90s over the weekend.
Good Lord.
Girls, you better protect that wig, I tell you, because it's going to be humid. Your current Milligan Vein temperature stands at 69 degrees. Learn more at milliganvein.com. And as we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we currently have strong thunderstorms moving into the Tennessee Valley.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk? Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson. Call Logan Thompson.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
By Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Israel's military reports more airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. Dozens of Israelis are injured in Iranian missile strikes, one hitting a main hospital in Beersheba. Fox's Mike Tobin in Tel Aviv.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu got to social media, and he said that Israel will exact the full price from the tyrants in Iran. The defense minister, Yisrael Katz, made this statement that the air campaign in Iran will only intensify.
He also says Israel's supreme leader absolutely should not continue to exist. A SpaceX Starship rocket explodes into a massive fireball during a ground test in Texas. NASA was live streaming it.
Whoa! Whoa!
What?
That's
no! Starship is broken up during the last 3 test flights. The program is part of the plan to send astronauts back to the moon. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. We are on Mix 1041, also on MixTV.tv. Good morning. In our news, WTVC television reports a motorcyclist was killed in Athens on Wednesday morning, and police are searching for the driver who fled the scene. The crash happened at about 5 a.m. yesterday at Redfern Road and Congress Parkway. Investigators say that a dark-colored SUV struck the motorcycle, drove off northbound. Police are asking local businesses to review surveillance footage, and anyone with information should call Athens police. Our news partners at Local 3 report the United States Supreme Court upheld Tennessee's ban on gender-altering care for transgender minors in a 6-3 ruling. The law bans hormone therapy, puberty blockers, gender-affirming surgeries for minors. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion, saying it does not violate the Equal Protection Clause. Cleveland City Schools announced that Dr. Alicia Cars is returning to Arnold Memorial Elementary as assistant principal effective July 1st. Dr. Cars previously served in the role from 2017 to 2022, brings over 15 years of educational experience. Also, the state unemployment rate held steady last month, 3.5%. That according to the State Department of Labor and Workforce Development. And Cleveland High School, big announcement yesterday. Cleveland High announced that Howard Pride is the new head boys basketball coach of the Cleveland High School Blue Raiders. Coach Pride is a Huntsville native, former Vanderbilt University player, and brings over 18 years of experience. He's coached at high school and collegiate levels, including Tennessee State, Howard, Belmont, UAB. Most recently, I was also at Stewart's Creek, by the way. And most recently at East Hamilton High School the last year. He coached with Bianca Hensley when she was the head coach at Stewart's Creek, and he was the head coach of the boys basketball program there. All right, good morning, everyone. Let's say hello to Cleveland City Councilman Tom Cassada. Councilman, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful this morning.
You've got a big event coming up this evening. Let's talk about it. What's happening?
Yeah, we've got a third district at Cleveland City Schools were happy enough to give us the opportunity to meet at the school at Candies Creek at 6:30. And I just wanted to have it's a community meeting for the third district, and I'd welcome anybody else that wants to come too. We're just going to talk about what's going on in our community, especially the third district, the projects we got underway, the finished things that we're going to do, and things that we're in the future we're looking at too. So
it's such a busy district. There's no doubt about it. What couple of things maybe that come to your mind that are pressing and you probably figure will be brought up tonight? What do you think of it?
One of the things is Pennies for Progress. That came out in the banner, I think June the 12th, a Thursday or something like that. It presented. I just want to let everybody know too that the City Council actually provided the council a balanced budget, which we accepted. But there are some other things that the city staff and individuals see things coming forth, and they were just asking for pennies for progress. And this is something we're just considering. It's not anything that we're doing. We want to talk to the public. We want to inform them what's going on, to have questions. So that's basically what the meeting is going to be about tonight.
So what you're doing, you're seeking feedback from your constituents.
Yes, I am. I think it's very important to, what my constituents want out there in that district is to provide that information and let them make a decision, and I'll support the decision they make.
We're joined by Cleveland City Councilman Tom Cassada, and you meant you're going to be at Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary tonight.
Yes.
What time you begin?
6:30.
6:30. So schools, a big topic in the Cleveland City school system.
It is.
Is it at least one or two new schools being talked about?
They're talking about two new schools for 3 pennies. 3 pennies. And Steve, I want to say this. A lot of people I've asked on road, on paving, for 2 pennies more, we can increase 40% on our paving. So, so a lot of people think pennies. How many times people walk over pennies? In the parking lot.
There's news coming out. We may stop making pennies. So
because of inflation, pennies cost a nickel to make. So
pennies cost a nickel.
But 2 pennies can increase the road paving in our neighborhoods and stuff 40%. Because of the inflation. So we're trying to get back on that path.
Councilman Tom Cassada, Cleveland City Council, and look forward to this evening. Let's just, if you will, remind everyone of the details for tonight.
Yeah, it's a third district meeting at Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary School, and it's at 6:30. So I'd welcome everybody to come in. We'll have a little slide presentation, about 12 slides, and then after that we'll open it up to the audience to ask questions.
It's your chance, folks, to meet with your city councilman, Tom Cassada. Tom, thanks so much for coming by.
Steve, I appreciate the invite.
Anytime.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to come right back with more. We've got traffic and weather coming up. Plus, we reported on the fire up in Calhoun that happened Monday night. Late Monday night, 15 agencies covered that fire. Sure, yeah, let's do that. Thank you, Sandra. And 15 agencies covered the fire to put it out. And we're going to bring him in. Actually, I'm going to let him tell you. This is the Bowater Goodfellows. Like I said, Longfellows earlier. It's Goodfellows. And they do some wonderful work. We'll be joined by Paul Woodward in a moment. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Roadhog!
All right, it's before we talk with Paul here, we're going to check the streets right here. Back over to you.
All right, from the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. Currently, there are no incidents to report in the area. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstates also look fabulous and clear. If you see something happening, report it by calling or texting us at 423-614-6499.
All right, we'll come back with more in just a moment.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Tennessee.
The new fiber network is going to place Cleveland, Tennessee at the forefront of technology. Cleveland is ready for this, and it's going to be a great future. My message to Cleveland, Tennessee is call Cleveland Utility Authority right now to get signed up for the new fiber broadband network that is coming to a neighborhood near you.
Enjoy revved-up summer savings at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 150 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Get employee pricing plus up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 3.9% for up to 72 months. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer free meal prep, including over 30 different marinades and seasonings to help you craft the perfect dinner. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at cleaning.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
95, Big A, Andy Thompson. Happy 49th anniversary, Cleveland Tire. All right, now, I want to say good morning to my new friend, Paul Woodward. And Paul, you can move that mic around there. And Paul is, of course, the Bowater Goodfellows. I said Longfellows, sorry, Goodfellows. Paul, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Doing fine.
Need to get you a little closer there.
Okay, doing
you can
fine,
move it
Steve.
down
We're doing good.
There we go. All right, so Paul, you and I spoke for the first time yesterday. It was a pleasure meeting you. I said that finally Mike Christian did something good. We've been waiting a long time. Mike's my longtime friend and fellow long-suffering Falcons fan for many years. Mike is at Bowater Employees Credit Union. All right, so Paul, first of all, what is the Bowater Goodfellows?
Well, Bowater Goodfellows was established back shortly after the mill was formed back in the 50s. And it's a cooperative. It was named as a Bowater Goodfellow Cooperative Charities. And what they do is the employees would contribute money out of their paychecks. And at Christmas time, we do Christmas baskets, food baskets, and toys and coats for kids. And we do that for the 4 local schools right there close to the mill. And then, of course, our members, they have the opportunity to get applications for needy folks that they may know that could use the help. And we're just more or less a benevolence type of an organization. And we've been up there over 70 years.
That's just incredible. Paul Woodward joins us, Bowater Goodfellows. All right, so the fire happens Monday night, late. Tell me about that facility that burned down.
Well, the facility up there housed, there was storage there on one side, but of course the mill would let the Bowaters group have one side of it there for us to put our Christmas baskets together, our food baskets, and to house our supplies, our inventory of toys and coats, and the equipment that we needed to transport the food and do the things that we had to do up there. And in the fire, of course, we lost everything that we had. And we were getting ready to kick off our Christmas in July program, which is a toy program that we do at the Bowater Credit Unions. And our totes that we used, they were burned up in the fire also. But I just want to throw a shout out there to Triumph Paper. Yes. They're giving us some watermelon boxes to put out at the facilities there at each branch to start that. And, we're appreciative of that.
Very much so. Paul, I know that word is really starting to get around about the great work that you and your good fellows of Bowater have done over the years. As you said, more than 70 years. So what a tradition to help children. And so I know that there are going to be people hearing this right now and watching this right now that are going to be interested in helping the the Bowater Goodfellows. So what would you say to those people? Say, you know what? I want to, wait, before we do that, tell me what you lost. A little more specific.
Well, we carry over our inventory. I mean, because sometimes we'll have extras. So all that's carried over. And this time, right at this time, we had lost approximately 300 new coats. And toys, we had about a big bin full of toys. And we lost a lot of equipment that we used, two-wheelers, four-wheel carts, kerosene heaters, pop-ups, ease-ups, things of that nature, that we used to put outside in order for us to distribute the baskets when people came through. And, so we're basically starting from scratch again. And, but we'll persevere, and we always have, and we will. And, our organization isn't one to, publicly broadcast things.
I know. And I will say I invited Paul in because I said, you know what? And they're not. And Mike Christian had told me that, yeah, you guys do a lot under the radar as far as you just help so many people, but it's kind of quietly, and it's been over 70 years. But I asked you to come on because I said, you know what? The people need to hear this from you. And they need to hear it directly from you. So how do they get a hold of you? If people want to help, they lost, folks, again, over 300 coats. They lost equipment. They lost the toys they had stored. In this fire, if you're just joining us, in this fire, I believe it was the old Bowater Credit Union. Is that right?
Yeah, it was up at the old Bowater Credit Union building on Lamontville Road.
That's right, Lamontville Road. They lost it all. If people want to help you guys and help these children, what do they do?
Well, they can go by any branch of the Bowater Credit Union and make a contribution. Or if they would like to just mail a check, if they wanted to mail a check, they can mail it to our post office box. It's Bowater Goodfellows, Post Office Box 281, Calhoun, Tennessee, 37309-0281. And, and we do have an email address if somebody would like to reach out to us. And if they have questions, the email address is BOW Goodfellows, GOODFELLOWS @gmail.com.
Okay. I tell you what, those of you who may be driving right now, something like that, if you want to call the station, if you want more, if you'll leave that with us too, Paul. Okay. And I know Xandra's writing here, but she just learned to write yesterday, so I don't count on that. But anyway, no, you can call, folks. You can call the station if or even text in. If you'd like that information, we'll pass along. Or go to Bowater Credit Union locations around the area, and let's help them. I asked this audience, let's help them replenish their supplies that they lost in the fire on Monday night. So, Paul, thank you, and please pass along our great wishes to the Goodfellows for over 70 years of helping children. I really believe that this community and this area will stand with you. I really believe it.
Okay, and I'd like to throw a shout out there to Mr. Cassada there a while ago. He told me to do this to you.
Okay, all right.
He gave me a $50 bill. He said, I'm going to challenge Steve.
Me to do 50?
He said, I want him to at least match. But
hey, Tom, I'll do 100. How about that?
Well, he can get back with me with the other 50.
I'll get a. Hey, I challenge all elected officials. Thank you, Tom. That's very. Let me tell you about Tom Cassada. Anytime anything happens, and Xander, we think about our empty stocking fund every year, but anytime anything happens, Tom's in the middle of it to do good. He really is. So,
yes.
So thank you. Yeah, I'll do 100. So there you go. I want to beat Cassada.
Yeah.
Cassada's listening, so he just texted me. All right, Paul, we're with you. We're gonna stand with you, and I believe this community will respond. I really do.
Well, we appreciate all the help we can get, and like I say, this has been something that even though that it's been more or less contained within our mill up there, it's not just for our family; it's for other families, and it's not just Cleveland and Bradley County, but it's Polk County, it's Meigs County, it's even in North Georgia. We've had families we've helped down there.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
It's we've been around for a while, and we plan on sticking with it.
Well, and let me say, Bowater period, Bowater has meant so much to this area. all these years, and we just appreciate what you're doing. And I'm beginning to get messages here, but I'll tell you about when we go off the air. Okay, if you want to help, hey, call us here. If just call us here or text us here, 423-614-6499, and we'll get you connected to the Bowater Goodfellows for over 70 years. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
God bless you. Mm-hmm. It is 22 minutes after 8. All right, we're going to hear a little music right here, and when we come back, a lot more to come. Stand by.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Visit Cleveland Ford for below Ford factory employee pricing, no payments for 90 days, and a Weber grill with purchase. Save big on a 2024 F-150. Get a great deal on a new Escape, Explorer, or Bronco Sport. Shop ClevelandFord.com or visit us and ask for Crazy Craig.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
So you really got into the patriotic spirit.
Listen, when it's the Red, White, and Snooze clearance sales event, I report, sis.
It is a great time to save big on all our born local Murmaid mattresses.
God bless America.
Right now, during the Red, White, and Snooze tag clearance event, save up to $1,000 on Murmaid, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses.
And that's only at Murmaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
Shut up. There he is. Hey, Fruit Loops, I believe we've got a winner of the Braves tickets that we gave away yesterday, and we need to announce the winner of Braves-Orioles Saturday, July 5th. The contest sponsored by Cleveland Ford. Chris Tomlin doing a concert after the game. Who wins those 4 tickets?
Yeah, congratulations to Whitney White.
And she is so excited. I just read her text and
she
says, thank
texted?
you so much. Yes.
Whitney White, 4 tickets to see the Braves-Orioles on Saturday, July the 5th. All right, good morning. Going to hear from my friends at Westwood Baptist Church coming up next, talking about the big Veterans Luncheon on July 1st. They do this every year at Westwood Baptist Church. Then, oh my goodness, the Picketts are coming, and Kristen Pickett Davis coming in along with Roger Pickett. Murmaid Mattress got an update on what's happening. But right now, a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's up?
All right. Happy birthday today to Selby Dover. She's 16 years old, and this is from Martha and Freddie. Amy Smith is also celebrating a birthday, and we had a new one just submitted, Jill McGuire. She is the best Grammy, and we just love her, and this is from Paige. Happy birthday to each of you. If you have a birthday or anniversary, submit those to us by joining the Simmons Bank celebration list. You can do this online at mymix1041.com or text us at 423-614-6499.
You know, I hope, Xander, I hope the people will consider helping out our friends with the Bowater Goodfellows. We just had Paul Woodward on. They lost everything. They already had 300 coats that really burned in that fire.
That's a lot of coats. Think about that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're for all the children. And, coats are definitely a need. I hate to drive by a bus stop. I was just thinking about that when he said it. And you see these kids out there shivering with...
Yeah. They handed out. They've been, this organization been in existence for over 70 years, and they stored most of what they used, food baskets, coats, that sort of thing, at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then when they're needed. I mean,
right.
these are so it's.
And these were new coats.
Yeah, and they're Bowater retirees that started this organization over 70 years ago. And I hope this audience will help them because, like I said, the building, that was the fire Monday night, and in that building there is where they stored what they use.
Right.
So they lost. Appreciate Triumph Sheets. They've already contributed baskets. They also have a Christmas in July fundraiser every year at Bowater Credit Union. So, so if you want to get involved, I know that... Paul left us information. We're going to go ahead and, why don't you do the email address maybe?
Okay.
What is that email address?
It's bowgoodfellows@gmail.com.
And then you can also call a Bowater Credit Union location. You can drop off a contribution there also. You can drop off a contribution at Bowater Credit Union. And then if you need the information, maybe you missed or whatever, you can call us here or text in 423-614-6499. There's a lot of news this morning. You can find all of that on our website, or even better yet, download the Mix 1041 app. Got a brand new app. Download at our website at mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Ocoee Pediatrics. At Ocoee Pediatrics, they are committed to seeing sick children within 24 hours of onset in most cases. Located at 55 25th Street in Cleveland. Call 423-614-3733 or visit OcoeePeds.com.
All right, from the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. Currently, there are no incidents to report in the area, and as we take a look at the Langley Roof traffic cameras, the interstates are also looking fabulous and clear. That's a good note. So if you see something happening, report it by calling or texting us at 423-614-6499. All right.
This traffic report is brought to you by Bank of Cleveland and Builtwell Bank.
I'm Brian Hood with Bank of Cleveland. For 38 years, you've known us as Bank of Cleveland. And while our name is changing to Builtwell Bank, everything else you trust is staying the same. The same people, the same service, the same deep roots in Cleveland.
It's spring at the Town Squire. People are Johnny-O, Vineyard Vine, Southern Tide. Great colors, great selection, great prices, great specials across the store. Find the best.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
The difference between an average morning and a Hardee's morning is hearty goodness that lasts till lunchtime, like our smoked sausage biscuit and Frisco breakfast sandwich. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Competence, integrity, experience. Those are what Logan Thompson's all about.
We're basically a one-stop shop.
Each of us work in a special area of the law.
And it is true that experience counts.
We've been doing this for a long time. It's fun, and you're helping people.
We give back to the community.
A tradition of legal and community service.
We want to keep the ball moving and we want to treat you with respect.
At the end of the day, you're walking away with peace of mind.
Make them feel welcome, make them feel heard. And so our goal is to show them a path forward, giving them hope.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
The difference between an average morning and a Hardee's morning is hearty goodness that lasts till lunchtime, like our smoked sausage biscuit and Frisco breakfast sandwich. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
They put on him in the TV commercials.
I love their commercials. They're really good.
Roger does too, you can tell. But anyway, let's go here. And Matt, now, is the restraining order still on? Do you still have that restraining order?
No, it has been lifted, and I'm so excited to sing with them again today.
Okay, you are going to sing. We've got a big trio going.
They have to sing.
Oh,
too.
they're going to sing.
Yeah, they have to sing too.
I think this might be one of his best outfits.
I know, it is pretty cool.
So,
you got to admit.
If you're watching us on MixTV.tv, there it is, and they've dressed Roger up, basically like a Weekend at Bernie's situation. But there's Roger. If you're listening on the radio, I'll describe it. So he's got his, you describe it, Xander. What does Roger look like here?
Oh, he is USA all the way. I mean, I love it.
Looks like he's going to a Kid Rock concert.
He does. Now, the hat is the coolest thing, I'm thinking.
Look at that. Where did they find that? I mean, it's like dress up dad.
I think it lights up.
Granddad at this point. Yeah, look at that. He got his flag, got all his red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's basically elder abuse is what this is. 8:35.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Murmaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner.
Where's Cindy when you need her?
More of your dollars will stay local.
I mean, somebody got to talk some sense into somebody. All right, over to you.
All right. Thunderstorms are expected this morning with scattered storms continuing into the afternoon. The primary window for severe weather is between 8 and 3 p.m. Rainfall totals. I know the window. I started to sing a song, but I'll back off. Rainfall totals are expected to range from 1 to 2 inches with a high today near 82 degrees. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered thunderstorms, low around 66. Then tomorrow, right on cue for summer, we'll kick off a dry weekend with hot temperatures, expecting a high of 88 degrees, with temperatures climbing into the upper 90s over the weekend. Like I said earlier, girls, protect your wig. It is going to be bad. Your current Milligan Vane temperature stands at 69 degrees. Learn more at milliganvane.com. And as we take a look at the Central Heat and Air Weather Radar, we currently have strong thunderstorms continuing to move into the Tennessee Valley. And this is Doppler Debbie reporting live.
We'll have sports in about 20 seconds, and then we have Westwood Baptist Church, Paul Davis, And all our friends will be joining us, understand. I know Paul's coming in. Don't know who else. But anyway, Kathy Clark's coming in. That's right. Right there.
Kathy.
So stand by.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Uri Davis at Candies Creek Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Uri Davis. We are Tennessee and Cleveland's insurance company. Call me at Candies Creek Farm Bureau for a free quote today. 423-813-3222.
Welcome back. Your time is 5:14 on this Thursday morning, getting closer and closer to your weekend. Temperatures about where you would expect them to
Solutions,
be in
Finance,
the upper 60s.
Tennessee. See Ricky Hentz at they're over there next to Elders Ace Hardware on Keith Street. Sports, courtesy of our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Cleveland High School has named a new head boys basketball coach. He is Howard Pride. Howard is the Howard Pride, the new coach. We went over and met Coach Pride yesterday at Cleveland High School. They had a media availability. And then yesterday afternoon, Coach Pride called in to our show, The Drive, on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 yesterday afternoon with Jim Gum and Andy Morris. And here is a bit of that conversation from yesterday on The Drive, presented by Hardee's. Howard Pride, the new head boys basketball coach at Cleveland High School.
Coach, what attracted you to Cleveland and Cleveland High School?
Cleveland High School is one of the blue blood high school jobs in the state of Tennessee. Tremendous resources. The facility, if anybody's ever been in that arena, it's second to none.
Yep.
And just the leadership and the commitment. You look at volleyball, the wrestling, the football, baseball. Coach Bianca Hensley and I worked side by side at Stewart's Creek. When you think about making a commitment and wanting to work somewhere where athletics doesn't take a backseat to anything, Cleveland High School definitely comes to mind.
All right, let me give you a little more on Coach Howard Pride. He just coached this past year at East Hamilton High School. Before that, he was at Stewart's Creek, which he was there. He was the boys' coach when Bianca Hensley was the girls' coach at Stewart Creek. He played at Vanderbilt. He played basketball at Vanderbilt, but he played minor league baseball in the California Angels organization. He also coached at Tennessee State, Howard High School, Belmont, and UAB. Is originally from Huntsville, Alabama. And we were really glad to meet him yesterday. Howard Pride. Braves. We're going to bring in Paul Davis here. Paul, I don't know, just wandered in. How are you?
I'm well.
No, you're not. You're making fun of me as soon as you walked in. So the Braves are terrible, but they've won the last two nights. They beat the Mets. They shut them out last night, 5-0. What's going on?
I don't know. It's I don't know. Is that an epiphany? What is that? It's just maybe the Mets were resting.
What do you want? His autograph? Fruit Loops is in here fixing your mic. By the way, he can't fix his face. Only Dr. Hoops does that. Anyway, back over to you.
I think you should call him Lucky Charms.
I call him Fruit Loops.
Oh, Fruit Loops. Okay.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
He was on the Emmaus Walk with us, and we wanted to call him that, but we didn't feel like that would be very God-honoring. So
that's his name. Anyway, so Braves win again.
Yeah.
They'll play tonight.
Should be easy to get a ticket down there now.
Yeah, it's like, what time can you get here?
Yeah.
One of those deals. Mix 104.1 ESPN Cleveland, 101.3 pre- and post-game presented by Cleveland Plywood. Game 6 NBA Finals tonight. You care at all about Thunder Pacers?
No.
Neither does the rest of the nation. No. It's the least viewed finals in history. No. Anyway, but the Thunder leads the Pacers 3-2, 8:30 ABC and ESPN Cleveland 101.3. College World Series, Coastal Carolina beat Louisville yesterday 11-3 in the semifinals. LSU over Arkansas 6-5 in a wild one last night, Paul.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, College World Series is fabulous. And for the women's softball as well, it's just fabulous. Yeah. Yeah.
Great
I
event.
don't need professional sports. Those are great.
Yeah, okay, fine. I don't either. I'm a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
So they're not professional. Yeah. LSU and Coastal Carolina, game 1, the championship series of college baseball Saturday. And then the Buss family that's on the Los Angeles Lakers since 1979, selling the team. Jerry Buss bought it for $67 million. The Los Angeles Lakers, now in 2025, they are worth $10 billion. Selling it to Mark Walter. Speaking of a man worth about $10 billion, close, Paul Davis, officially the executive pastor of Westwood Baptist Church, and the real highlights, Kathy Clark. Good morning, guys. How are you? Officially.
How about you?
You know, I'm here stuck with Sandra. Apparently, did you cheer with her?
I did.
At Bradley?
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't know that cheerleaders were invented back then.
Kathy, her sister Kathy was our sponsor, our leader.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm going to begin. I tell you, Paul, we'll start with you because you guys, this luncheon you do every year for veterans has just become a big tradition, hasn't it?
Oh, it's just been an incredible blessing for us, and we get such feedback from the veterans who are there. It's interesting over the years. Like, how many years have we been doing this?
We're at 24 or 25, so let's just say 25.
Let's say 25.
Let's round up. Ministerially speaking, 50 years.
50, yeah.
That's what you do in the ministry. You just double it and just praise it. But anyway, all that to say is watching these veterans come in each year, and especially some of our older ones who can fit in their uniforms still. They'll wear those uniforms like and it's just a blessing to them. And we just feel like it's just something that we can give back to them for what they sacrificed for us. And so what we bring them in is our church family feeds them. It's just, an incredible amount of food. And then we always bring in our local dignitaries and have them speak to them as well. And then this year, Dr. Richard Baker, who is one of our own, will be speaking to them. So we're anxious to hear him encourage them as well.
Kathy, I think of Dr. Baker, and he took care of the feet of, I believe President Clinton, Vice President Gore, maybe?
Clinton and
Gore and
his wife.
And a wife or two of those.
And the wife or two of those.
Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kathy, and again, having been there several times myself, I mean, there's a lot of patriotism, a lot of pride there that day.
There is so much, and we have a great team that helps puts it together, and with music and usually our speakers. And, last year we had one that was a prisoner of war, for 7 years. And his story was just unbelievable. So I've tried to get Dr. Baker for the last few years, and it hasn't worked in his traveling schedule. But this year we have him. And so he's actually my Sunday school teacher. So I hear his Navy stories a lot. But
he's a great Sunday school teacher. I've heard that for years.
He is a great Sunday school teacher.
Well, Bob McIntyre's in there, and and even he and David Fair, a couple of guys in there, and I think they're actually learning something.
Are they really?
Yeah, so he must be pretty good, right?
Now, when Bob gets saved, it's going to be Jesus will be at the door.
Melinda's going to be so happy. Her life will become so much better.
One time, and I sometimes say things that I regret later. Imagine that. I don't regret it, actually. I said, made a reference that maybe Bob and Melinda would make it official someday. Maybe they'd get married. So some lady, we'll see, goes to Melinda at Westwood. Can you believe what he said? My God! Talk about you that way? That's some of your members.
Yes, yeah. Well, how we got Dr. Baker to finally step up is we threatened to remove his membership. And only him, because Kathy, his wife, is the jewel out of that. But no, we're so pleased that
that's really cool.
He worked it out in his schedule this time. So
all right, so let's get the details when the luncheon is and how people can get.
All right, it is Tuesday, July 1st at 11:30. And all you got to do is call Westwood, give us your name. We'll put you on the list. It's free. You don't bring a thing. You just come and enjoy.
And I know you'd love to have veterans, especially. Right?
Yes, veterans, and they're welcome to bring guests. Yeah. And they don't have to be, of course, a member of Westwood, because most of these people are not. But yeah, any community veteran, just call the church, and it's 472-1534.
And what's that number one more time?
472-1534.
Paul, Westwood reaches out to the community many times a year, but I know this is one of the crown jewels of what you do every year.
It really is. It's just become a staple for us that, and I love it because our people don't see it as just an event that we do, but they see the significance of it and the impact of it. And quite honestly, you and I have grown up in a time that while we we see stories and movies about these men and women who sacrifice so much. It's really hard to get the real concept unless you've lived through some of that.
Mm-hmm.
But really through some of our speakers, they have, like Kathy said, last year a prisoner of war for 7 years. They really take us to what was happening there. And so it really gives us the opportunity to just really appreciate them that much more. And what we've tried to encourage too, because some of them are working and they have work schedules, we understand that, but younger veterans are welcome too. We're not talking about just the older generation too, because we want to perpetuate this for the long term, and we want them to know that we appreciate them as well too. And so it's worked out really
Thanks to Westwood Baptist Church, again, July 1st, Kathy Clark. What's that contact info one more time?
472-1534.
All right, thank you guys very much.
We brought you a present.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What'd you bring me?
We brought you a coffee cup. It's about your size. It's like the junior sippy cup. And,
well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's black to remind you to turn from the depth of your sin. Because it's white on the inside. And
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I will when you do.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure it's gently used, so I appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm sure,
Brand new.
Sure, really.
Fresh from Westwood's estate sale.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dave.
Westwood Baptist Church, back in a moment. Solutions Finance of Tuttle.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS. At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 150 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 3.9% for up to 72 months. Get employee pricing plus on a new Ram 1500. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownchrysler.jeep.com.
Welcome back. Your time is 5:14 on this Thursday morning, getting closer and closer to your weekend. Temperatures about where you would expect them to be, in the upper 60s to lower 70s this morning. Taking a look at your highs, probably a few degrees cooler than yesterday just because of the cloud cover and rain chances this morning. Topping out in the low to mid 80s here in the valley, upper 70s along the Cumberland Plateau. But here it comes, our last wave of rain. After today, we're trending a lot drier for really the next week or so. So finally going to get a prolonged period of dry weather, but not before we get some rain and storms this morning. Everything's still well to our west. Again, you can see Chattanooga, Dunlap, Dayton all dry this morning, but already seeing some flooding concerns across Middle Tennessee, potentially North Alabama, and all of this is sliding to the east. So after about 7 o'clock Eastern time, this will start to move into some of our coverage area. Mary and Grundy counties, you guys will be dealing with it at 6 o'clock local time and into the mid-morning. So right now things are looking good. So if you're heading out in the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, even the next hour, hour and a half, you're looking good on the roadways. After that, that's when we're going to start to notice some of those issues. North Georgia Toyota Cam looking good. A little bit of a breeze out there, but all in all, a good start to your day. Now, as these storms move through, especially through the morning into the early afternoon, there is the chance for a few severe storms. It's not going to be any widespread severe weather, but there could be some strong wind gusts up to 40, 50, even 60 miles per hour. Again, this is only a level 1 out of 5 risk for our entire coverage area, but still be weather aware because there's also going to be that threat for some localized flooding today. Could be a little bit of hail in some of the strongest storms, but the good news about today is we're really not looking at a tornado threat. So again, you can rest your hat on that, but nonetheless, be weather aware throughout the morning because notice your timestamp there, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. We're going to be dealing with some of that heavy rain, especially in our Tennessee and Georgia communities. That'll start to shift to the south throughout the morning into the early afternoon. By lunchtime, still going to have a couple scattered showers out there, gradually ending by about 3, 4 o'clock. Still could have a lingering shower or two this evening, but we are going to trend drier this evening into the overnight hours. And then after the rain stops, well, we're looking dry for quite some time. As for your rainfall amount, it's going to be highly variable. Some could pick up to an inch. Some areas could pick up a localized 2 to 3 inches, and that's where we could have some localized flooding concern. Some of you would get less than that, but we'll keep a close eye on that. Again, weather awareness key today. Summer is now 1 day away. The summer solstice is tomorrow, begins officially at 10:42. And as we look at your temperature trend, kind of moving through the end of June, above normal temperatures looking likely. The heat index going to climb into the triple digits here in the valley as early as Saturday, and then Sunday it's going to feel even hotter. So even though we're going to be in the 90s for highs, we're likely to have that heat index climbing close to 100 just because, of course, the humidity. It's always about the humidity. And look at the 7-day forecast. So 84 today, by far our coolest day over the next 7 days, because once that sunshine settles in, it's going to warm up, and it's going to warm up a lot. In fact, by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we're going to be right around 97 degrees, but we're going to be dry. So, I mean, I guess that's the trade-off. But tomorrow's the first day of summer.
Or text us at 423-614-6499.
Try doing it sober, maybe it'd work out. I don't know.
I just try to do it like Bridget, and I can't.
Thank God.
I just can't get the words out of my mouth like her.
It was back in rehab. That's right. All right, we are joined by, the royalty of mattresses in this area, Murmaid Mattress Factory and Showroom. Roger Pickett is here in person, and Kristen Davis. Do you go by just Davis? Or
Yep. Just one name. There's too many to add. Just one.
You guys, I'm telling you, Roger, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Thanks
for having us.
It took a lot, Kristen, to get him to come in.
It did. Listen, I feel like his personal assistant sometimes. I got to text you and text him, and then I got to reach back out and be like, is this okay? So.
Aren't you my personal assistant?
No, I'm not. I am not. Sometimes it is.
We're picking up the television commercials. Now your TV commercials, Kristen, because a lot of this is your idea. So this is really taking off. This is good.
Well, we do have an advertising agency, so if you don't like it, blame them. If you like it, you can say it's us.
all you, yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
That's what everybody has said, whether it's in Publix or it's at church or whatever, people come up and stop us. But then I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to up it every time. That's what we were just talking about, how hard that is.
That's tough.
So if you don't like it, I'm sorry.
Hey, Fruit Loops, you still got that? Hey, Fruit, you still got that picture that you put up a second ago of?
There he is.
Now, Roger, let's take a look at this.
God bless America.
I mean, I know. You, the professionalism that you've exhibited over the years, and you've won every single award you could possibly win in business, although we could talk about the Cleveland State Award.
All down the drain now.
You've talked about another university. But anyway, here you are looking like you're... What are you doing? looking like you're going to a Kid Rock concert. I mean, what have they done to you? Look at this.
Listen, this was a cutoff shirt, and they were really trying to be like, yeah, look at those muscles. You really need it.
Well,
and we were like, no, put the shirt on. No,
and then
put the shirt on.
Taylor's shirt.
Yeah, my husband's shirt.
That.
Oh, that's your husband's shirt?
Yeah. So there was just a hodgepodgey, and it is what it is.
That's a prop that they brought, but I kept it, the shirt, because it's sleeveless and all that stuff. So I took it home. It still had the tag on it, $6.97.
Oh, my goodness.
And Cindy saw it laying there with the tag. She said, "You're not keeping this. Take that back."
Mom thought he bought it for himself. Mom was like, no.
Oh, no, it is the midlife crisis, surely.
Yeah.
Roger Pickett, Kristen Davis, Murmaid Mattress. All right, Roger, so what's happening? What's the latest? Here we are. My goodness, mid-year.
It's July 4th.
It's coming
Time
up.
for another mattress sale.
That's right. What can we expect?
Got a lot of new products that I want to talk about today, and we might have mentioned it before, but we have a new latex line called the Mave line,
Which is the oldest grandchild.
And then we
Lindsay
have
and Ben's child.
3 fairly new adjustable bases, because now, I mean, you have choices of the type of foundation you want to put under your mattress, and that's either a stable base, just a regular box spring, or a thin base, or an adjustable base. And those are lifestyle bases. They're not for us older people anymore. They're for everybody.
Yep.
But we have 3 new ones called the Mason, the Hudson, and the
Haze.
I'm sorry.
My other
Haze,
child.
Haze. Okay, what's that?
Yeah.
He didn't do it in order. It's really the Haze, the Mason, and the Hudson. It goes in order of ages. So the Hudson is the 5.0, which has all the features, the lumbar support, the massage motors, all of that, and then you go down from there. So whatever you need, we have it available.
I love it, and it's almost like British royalty to where we're naming, going down through the line here.
I love
That's
it.
right.
So that's very good.
It's a tradition now.
I
at
remember the
Mermaid.
Lindsay line.
That's right.
Well,
We
the
still
Lindsay
have
line
that.
Started it all. Kristen,
Yeah.
did you get any?
We did have a Kristen Comfort, and no one really wanted to buy that one. And
Close
so
that
my
out.
husband was like, "We're just gonna get rid of the Kristen Comfort." So it's no longer. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna make it something great.
Yes.
We have L&K line.
Yeah,
our
that's
premium
Lindsay and
line.
Kristen.
Lindsay and Kristen.
That's what I sleep on. So
That's
we're
right.
still supporting.
But
Literally.
But back to the latex line called the Mave. If you've never slept on latex, and our new mattresses up at the river now are latex mattresses, and so they're a unique feel, very buoyant, very supportive. Even Cindy was skeptical when I took it up there, and she said, "I kind of like this." So
They talk about, like Tempur-Pedics with the foam, you kind of sleep in it, and so it molds to your body, where latex, you really sleep on top of it, so it's supportive. That's kind of how they vary the different ones. But it's just different, but we offer all the different technologies, so if you need something new.
We're joined by, of course, Roger Pickett, Kristen Davis, Murmaid Mattress, Skechers Mattresses. Kristen, tell me
right.
about this deal here.
So I think we talked about it last time, but Skechers, Dad knew, he's been in this business for, how old are you? Long time. And so the president of the Skechers Mattresses came to him and was like, "Hey, we want you to carry." And we were like, "I don't know." And then he's like, "Well, we want you to make it for us." And so then we're like, "Okay." Wow. So now we're making, and we're actually sending out to all of our region. So Nashville, Alabama, Kentucky.
Kentucky, Georgia.
So we're getting more and more people that we are supplying them for. So that's kind of a cool thing. So, and a lot of what we tell our customers too, they were like, "Well, this is new. How do we know if it's good?" Well, we've been making mattresses since 1979, and so we're the ones making them. We know, the quality and the things that we require. And so that's kind of put their ease at mind. And also you get a free pair of shoes. Who doesn't want a free pair of Skechers?
So you get I didn't realize you get a free pair of Skechers.
So if you buy a mattress, you either get $400 or $500 off and a free pair of Skechers. And Dad has his Skechers on. Let's lift that leg. Lift that leg.
You'll break something.
I normally have mine on. I love them.
I know. I just got into it. I always thought it was for older people, but it's not. They're actually.
It's not.
But now I have Skechers too.
Mine are so cool looking.
See, I
and
know.
they're the ones that you just slip right in and slip right
Yes.
off. Oh, they're cool.
And when you're pregnant, that's
Don't have them
important.
on today.
I know.
I love it.
Now you can slip into your bed at night.
That's right.
Slip right in.
Murmaid Mattress. You know one thing I do like, Roger, and this is true. You guys stay on top of what's happening. You always have. Always the new, the latest and the greatest. You're always looking for really where the population's going.
Well, we partner with Tempur-Pedic and Stearns and Foster, so we get to see kind of the latest and greatest. and Tempur-Pedic is kind of on top of the world as far as bedding. They're the number one bedding brand, TSI, Tempur-Sealy bedding. So we get to kind of embellish that we learn from them, and so they're a good partner to have. They're kind of our umbrella over the top, and then we fill in everything below that. So we sell mostly Murmaid product. Second is Tempur-Pedic. Third is Stearns & Foster. And now, fast fourth, is the Skechers.
How many locations now do you have?
10.
10 locations all over the listening area.
Yep.
And of course, what?
All over the Chattanooga area.
There's mumbling over there. I mean, my God, wearing your Skechers and you're mumbling.
He's getting old. Oh, come on.
No, and here's what I'm hearing, Kristen, about these TV spots. It's basically elder abuse. I mean, you're dressing.
I know.
It's like you're dressing up Weekend at Bernie's over here, and just what old dad do?
That's right.
That's incredible.
Listen, if anyone...
Okay, but wait a minute. I remember when he was laying in a bed for a commercial for years.
Yeah, that is true. We can get that back out.
Scenes of that showing in our showroom.
We do.
Selling.
So come to our stores just so you can see Steve Hartland in a bed.
Thank you. Best selling Memorial Day they've ever had. That's not true.
Did you make that
I don't think it was.
I say that. Yeah. How about that? And so they. There's a little backstory here. So Roger called me to the spot. Okay. So I did. I say to the TV production company, Kristen, they said, well, you need to wear your pajamas or whatever. So here's my question. Okay, broadcast or cable? What are we talking here? Broadcast? Look at him. He's getting nervous. Broadcast or cable?
Thank you.
Or do we need the real version? Okay, see, we're just
No,
gonna
thank
back
you.
off. We're going to back off.
Murmaid
Murmaid
brought
Mattress.
his pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murmaid Mattress. Well, a lot of my friends were excited. They said I looked like I was dead. So they were real excited about that.
Then we got you in that tennis action,
That is true.
Yes, I remember Dr. Hoops was in that too. I remember. Yeah.
And me playing in the rain over at Lee University.
Yeah.
And you know what happened to him? It was raining. He left there and got in a wreck.
Oh.
Not on a bad wreck. He got a whatever.
Well, that was a...
I know.
Yeah, a little downer you threw in. Yeah.
You work so hard on the website, so I got to have you promote it. Tell me about it.
Well, I hope so. I hope everything's right now that you're saying all of that. I mean, it's new. We always say this, if you message in, you're literally texting Dad and I. So if you have any questions, anything like that, if we don't respond very quickly, I apologize. I'm probably getting my kids ready for school or something. So I will get back to you quickly.
That's on Thursdays.
On Thursdays. My husband does a lot. So.
That's right. Roger, anything you want to add here before we go?
Come out and buy a new mattress. It's time.
Yeah,
you deserve one.
So we got the July 4th sale going.
Going on now.
Going on right now. Xandra, you have any questions, anything you want to say here before we go?
No, I think they're fabulous. I love. Do you still do the pillows?
We do.
Oh yeah, those are the best pillows. I currently sleep on those. I'm thinking I got to go get some new ones, but some people don't even know that y'all do that.
You guys make pillows.
We're actually this weekend. You might have heard about it. The Sleep in Heavenly Peace is hosting their bed build day on Saturday at Lowe's from 8 to 12, something like that. So if you want to come, we're donating pillows to that. So every kid will get a new pillow. They get a new bed, sheets, everything like that. So that's on Saturday.
And the gentleman who was here earlier, Bowater Goodfellows, this is the way Roger is. I mean, he instantly gave them something, and then also I think provided some space for them to store some stuff. So it's very kind of you. All right. Thanks, guys. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see y'all.
We're about
Can you sing us out, please?
Go ahead.
Murmaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I've had it's after 9, so I'm ready to go.
Well, you take the restraining order off now that she did that, Roger.
She does.
That's great.
I'm
We're just
always
going to come
singing with
film
ya.
you.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what she's doing here. She's trying out for your next commercial.
Hey, come on. You can take either of our places.
I think they're fabulous. Keep doing it.
Okay,
Thank
Xandra,
you.
it's over.
Okay.
Let's get our final check of traffic. Roger's had enough attention. It's fine.
All right.
Let's get the Don Ledford. Yeah, Debbie's screaming. Roger, get out of the way.
All right. Here we go from
Fellow Cleveland Eye Hall of Famer.
Now you're in the way.
I know.
I'm
Let me
always
talk.
in the way.
All right, from the Don Ledford Automotive Traffic Center, visit Don Ledford Automotive on North Lee Highway, where they say yes. Currently, there are no incidents to report in the area, and as we take a look at the Langley roofing traffic cameras, the interstates also look fabulous and clear. If you see something happening, report it by calling or texting us at 423-614-6499.
All right, that is going to do it for us here this morning. Mix 104.1. If you're listening on the radio, we're going to get you back to music for your workday. Mix TV, that's it for us. And you're going to be here tomorrow with Mike Lee.
With Mike Lee, that's right.
It'll be the Mike and Sandra show tomorrow morning with Fruit Loops. And Fruit, hey, Fruit, you showing up tomorrow? Is he smoking? What's going on?
Yes, I'll be here tomorrow.
And just as excited as he sounds. Hey, wake up! You know what? He's on his Skechers mattress back in his director's hole.
Trying out those shoes.
Check out Murmaid.com. Back in a moment.
This traffic report is brought